Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back again with another video, and this is of course Save Slot, the weekly PlayStation Store's news show that revolves around all things first party and third party news revolving around PlayStation. On to the first story here to get, past all that. The new Assassin's Creed has been leaked by Ubisoft. And no, it's not, what you think it is. It's not on a random computer screen. It's not off someone's random thing that they left at any Starbucks coffee, whatever. This is in Division 2. So it seems like in Division 2, there were posters that were advertising an opera called Valhalla, and it features a character clad in red and white robes, traditional Assassin's Creed colors, and just just like a lot of things that are leaning towards Assassin's Creed, and it is pointing to the idea that the next Assassin's Creed will be a Vikings themed Assassin's Creed. And also, Kotaku learned from two different sources that built upon the fact that we aren't getting a new Assassin's Creed this year in 2019, and that we will be getting one in 2020, that Assassin's Creed will be featuring Vikings, and the codename is Kingdom for that Assassin's Creed game. So it looks like it's going to be a real thing, and honestly, I'm here for it. I like it a lot, and it is no secret. In the Assassin's Creed lineage, we have Origins Odyssey, the kind of new rebirthing of the franchise, and I love it. I think it's great. I love Odyssey so much. That's such a great game. I loved it to dear. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm happy to have more Assassin's Creed in this style. So hopefully it will keep on building upon that new style. Next is here, of course, Blue Point. They were last working on Shadow of the Colossus, I believe, and so they haven't really told anything about the next project, but they do have a really interesting quote here that they said. And so they said that the new project, when describing it, is re-envisioning. They say, quote, "For Shadow of the Colossus, we don't care to call it a remaster. We coin it a remake due to the complexity of the project. And moving forward to our next project, we call it a re-envisioning, given that it goes well beyond what we thought was possible on Shadow of the Colossus." So whatever they're working on, like whether it's a new port or something like that, it is not going to be a standard remake or port. To them, they are taking that a step further there. They are calling it this re-envisioning. But let me know what you guys think about what you think this could be. What do you guys think they mean when they say re-envisioning? Like what could that possibly mean? You know what I'm saying? I think maybe re-envisioning, I think that's when you get into the terms of changing the game fundamentally. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that could be changing the genre, changing the mechanics to of the game. I think that's where I'm getting and leading towards re-envisioning. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Overwatch, of course, Overwatch is a big game. Obviously, that's no, that's no secret here. However, they have came out and announced their new events coming up called Storm Rising. So it's happening April 16th through May 6th, and it will have players go through a story-focused PvE team-based mission to take on Talon. And so you will be playing as a few characters. You'll be playing as Tracer, Mercy, Winston, and Genji, and it sounds like you will be on a mission to capture Maximilian, a Talon head honcho who have been previously seen in the Overwatch comics. So people see that they are borrowing some lore from the comics and everything, and seeing that that is not entering the full game in an event fashion like this. So pretty cool to see that there, and we haven't had a trailer or anything yet overall, but this is just what we have going on. So it is starting here pretty soon. April 16th through May 6th, we'll be getting the Overwatch Storm Rising event, and I don't think there's a trailer. If there is, it's been on screen the whole time, but I don't think there is. Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Edition came out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I believe. And well, I know it came out, but I wasn't sure if it came out on PC. I'm pretty sure it did, but beside the point. And it came out earlier this month in April, which is great. However, a lot of people have been complaining that the game has a lot of connection issues, and I saw that mainly while I was trying to watch Noah J456 and Mr. Raffles, and just that whole group try to go and play. JC Backfire as well was playing as well. They were trying to play together, and they had a lot of issues with connection going into Borderlands 1. So that's been a huge thing of contention, and they have been on record saying that Gearbox is working on it, and they have fixes coming in the pipeline. So that was just the main thing here, which is that, hey, if you are if you're running into a lot of issues in Borderlands 1 connection wise, have no fear. It is being worked on currently, so hopefully it'll all be ironed out here in a few days. Now, a big thing that happened this week, which I will not be delving into fully just because I feel like this isn't the right, kind of platform to do so, but it's been a big, just a big discussion as of late about accessibility, right? And this mainly centers around Sekiro, about how there is a accessibility issue with Sekiro, how the game isn't really accessible. Those that are handicapped and those that are, just have difficulties with certain things aren't able to play Sekiro just as regular as we would with us people that have a gaming, just like have been fortunate to have gaming kind of skew in our favor as opposed to their favor, right? So accessibility is supposed to, of course, close that gap and make the games accessible to more people, right? To even those that have disabilities. And so there's a whole, there's just been this whole thing on Twitter. I'm sure you guys know about it as well. People are confusing accessibility with the easy mode at Sekiro and all that stuff, whatever. And so I think there was a point being put out there that accessibility somehow taints the game and taints the view of your game, right? But Corey Barlog said this very, very powerful quote. He says, quote, "Accessibility has never and will never be a compromise to my vision." And so, of course, Corey Barlog makes games. He makes God of War, of course. And he's saying that, accessibility will never compromise my vision of a game. Like, how I want a game to be, accessibility does not tarnish that. It only allows more people to be able to experience my vision. So I think Borderlands is right on point here. And I guess I just wanted to bring this up just because I know this was a very big thing, and I feel like this quote is going to be in history books moving forward. About this whole dilemma about games and the accessibility problems that it's going through right now and how it will end up in the future. I think a big thing that we will look back on is this really cool tweet by Barlog. So really cool to see that he did that. I love this tweet. I just want to touch on it, but let me know what you guys in the comments below. Are you guys for accessibility? Are you against it? Let me know your thoughts about that down below. Guys, you all know I'm a big Star Wars fan. Those are all very much well aware, and we have some news here that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will be revealed this weekend, okay? And I will be busy this weekend, unfortunately, so I won't be able to see it, knee-jerk reaction. I'll be out, with the lady, I'm saying, but I will hopefully be able to see a little bit of what we got here. But we got a teaser as well. There's been a lot of just cryptic quotes coming out that they are using for marketing. They're saying "don't stand out," etc., stuff like that. And obviously that makes sense because this game is taking place after Order 66, and you're following these types of a Jedi that survived Order 66, and you are trying to obviously not draw attention to you. And they are just unveiling the whole game, and Respawn showing their game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on Saturday at Star Wars Celebration. So I cannot wait for it. And the more specific dates for the reveal and everything is, of course, on Saturday, April 13, 2019. And in North America, it'll be 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 Mountain Standard Time, 1:30 Central Time, 2:30 Eastern Time. And you can convert those, and you can look at the whole time thing over here. I'm sure one of your time regions is up on screen, so you'll be able to see that all unfold. I personally cannot wait for it. I am excited for it. I cannot wait. Show me more Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I am here for it. Next up here, when you talk about Ubisoft, a lot of people seem to not end and not let up this wanting for a Splinter Cell, and I am all with you. If you want this game, get it. I've never played it, but I'm sure it looks cool. I'm sure it'll be fine, and I feel like if you want a game, talk about it. But we had the CEO of Ubisoft talking about it. He said some things here that are pretty interesting. So he says, quote, "When you create a game, you have to make sure you will come with something that will be different enough from what you did before. Last time we did Splinter Cell, we had lots of pressure from all fans saying, don't change it, don't do this, don't do that. So some of the team were more anxious to work on the brand. Now there are some things and some people that are not looking at the brand, taking care of the brands. At one point you will see something, but I can't say more than that." So that's just confirming, Splinter Cell is very much alive. It is coming back at some point, and we will see it. Which I think was a huge thing for a lot of people, obviously, because they, want Splinter Cell so bad. A lot of people love the series, and I hope that it comes sooner than later, because I want to see those people happy about Splinter Cell. And ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought I was done with the story this week, we got some more news. It is Thursday morning, a few hours after the initial recording of Save Slot, and I'm here to add some more stories to the docket. There's only two, at least as far as I'm aware. I don't know if I'll be coming in a third time. If I do, then you can laugh at me in the comments below. But we have a big story here. We have two main ones, but one of the main ones here is that Guerrilla Games have been listing some job listings for their upcoming projects, and they sound like something that I have been calling for a long time. So as you all know, I am of the mindset that while I don't believe that every PlayStation exclusive needs to have a tacked on or need to have multiplayer in their game, I do feel that PlayStation overall as an exclusive standpoint from first party has been lacking in the sense of multiplayer games. I feel like the last great multiplayer experience we've had on PlayStation from an exclusive standpoint really was Last of Us Factions, and that came out in 2013. And so obviously here I've been looking for some sort of first party PlayStation to have a really great multiplayer centric game or multiplayer just mode overall, and it looks like we might be getting that from Guerrilla Games. They posted a job listing here and they're looking for a few criteria that really does make it sound like it is lenient on multiplayer systems. They say you will have to build a robust backend that can scale up to serve many concurrent users. You will work on systems like matchmaking, tournaments, clans, leaderboards. You will cooperate with game designers to achieve the vision for the game. You will work on systems to test and deploy a new server set without downtime. You will integrate the game servers with the PlayStation Network and other third-party services. You will keep up to date with the Java world and introduce new technologies when they are relevant to Guerrilla. If you are comfortable with C++, you can help integrate the backend services in the game client. And so from all that being said, they are talking about matchmaking. They are talking about building a infrastructure that can support many concurrent users. They're talking about deploying servers and all this good stuff. This definitely sounds like a multiplayer thing to me. And a lot of people may jump to, okay, Guerrilla Games, obviously they are developing the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Could this be a multiplayer for that game? That I do not think at all. I think that this is going to be an entirely new project. I think this is something separate from Horizon Zero Dawn, because keep in mind, Guerrilla is a giant studio. They have about 400, I think over 400 employees across the whole world, and so it is not out of the question to have a two-team thing going on here where we have this game being made here that is a multiplayer centric game, as well as the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Because if you remember, quite frankly, Killzone Shadowfall came out not that far behind Horizon, and Horizon didn't take 2 years to make. It was about a 6-year development plan. So it looks like they already have a like Team 1 and Team 2 structure going on at Guerrilla anyway. So it looks like this is coming to fruition, and this could be really cool. I cannot wait for this, because maybe this could be a multiplayer focused Killzone. Like I think that sounds great, honestly. Like I think that could be really successful. So I guess we will see what happens in the future. And feasibly the last thing here on the dock, and I don't know if I'm putting this before stories or after stories, but beside the point, we have people panicking over Ghost of Tsushima. So there was some job listings also put out, I believe, from the developer of Ghost of Tsushima. Obviously Sucker Punch, very well known for the Sly Cooper series, as well as Infamous as well. And so how this all came to be was that Sucker Punch put out a listing of saying, hey, we would like someone who can write, quote, high quality dialogue under tight deadlines for a diverse cast of characters who live in the world of 13th century Japan, unquote. And so a lot of people took this as, oh my gosh, they're still writing the story, this is insane, this, that, and the third. And the answer is right there in the quote. He says, for a diverse cast of characters, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking, okay, obviously Ghost of Tsushima is a open world game, and so I'm thinking that this writing that they're talking about having to be done under diverse and constraint timelines, I'm thinking this is because they are trying to find people that can flesh out the side content, flesh out the open world, like flesh out what the just the random NPC will be saying to you if you go near them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think this is talking about the main core story and plot of the game. I think that's absurd to think, honestly, because this game has been in development for a long time now. Like there's no way they are just starting on the core plot of the game and doing those lines and doing that writing. That's just not what's happening. And the job listing also states a few things here. They say, quote, other creative areas of the narrative including secondary game content, dialogue arcs, and writing content for marketing materials. And so that's all included with what they're talking about here. So no way, shape, or form do I believe that this is going to be, you know, writing for the main plot of the game. I believe that's long gone done, long gone written, maybe even long gone recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that is just completely separate from what they're talking about here. And I believe that they were just straightforward in this. I think people were just, you know, wanting to, you know, spew this like narrative that, you know, this game is unfinished and it's not done yet, and they still have main plot points to cover. But it is obvious here that is clearly not the case, because it is just clear that's what they're saying here. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys hyped for Ghost of Tsushima? Are you down for it? Would you like to see us talk about it on Cross Circle? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Last year, let's talk about this whole rumor, the PS5 PlayStation Plus Premium. I don't know what this is such trash to me. Like, I don't even want to talk about it honestly, but there were posts claiming that the PS5 will introduce something called PlayStation Plus Premium, and this premium service will give subscribers exclusive access to alphas, betas, and private game servers. Like, come on, guys, come on. Like, what? You know, if there's gonna be any higher tier PlayStation Plus, I would want it to be lumping in the services, right? So I would want a tier, I have said this before, I want a tier that will give me View, Now, and Plus, and if not View, just Now and Plus for a higher rate, you know, and just have that be a thing, right? Like, that's what I envision a PlayStation Plus premium service being, not this debacle about us now having to pay for access for alphas and betas and subscribe. Like, come on, like this is not true. Okay, this is not private game servers. Like, who? No, like this ain't real. I don't know how this started, but I just hate wasting breath. You know what I'm saying? But that has been our episode here, guys, of Save Slot. If you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Down below, you can find the links to all these stories that we talked about, as well as all of our links to our social media. So our Twitter, our Twitch, our Discord, all the good stuff down below in the description. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.